That's the
What you got
story
on?
of two idiots. But anyway, back to the story.
I want to hear the one worst, absolute worst thing that Steve and you ever did together. I want to hear it. I've been waiting now for a month to hear this, and I ain't heard nothing yet. Remember, this is Steve, your old buddy
I
that
know.
you're
What
getting the rat on here.
what had happened was,
There was this one time we went up north and we were underage. We went up north because I was doing some work up there. I got this like two little rooms. Wasn't it in Houghton Lake? And I got
yeah,
like the cabin on the lake. It had like a kitchenette and we did food and all that. And we were trying to meet people and whatnot. We ended up meeting some people and then we ended up out in the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere. We didn't know where we were. It was just
it was
this
a
huge
little scary.
bonfire and we were getting smashed with people we didn't know, which was by itself stupid and crazy and goes against everything your parents taught you. Anyway, we're driving home. We decided we're going to go to the bar. We have no license. Remember that? We were underage, right? What were we,
We
like
were
eight?
17 because that was the first time I went to big boy jail. That's how I know I was 17 because thinking, well, they can't try me as an adult, but they did.
We leave there. We go to, I think it was the first one we found was a bowling alley bar. And they served us at, and I think we were drinking tequila. I can't remember. We go to that bar and then we go to another bar.
It was a Hilton
Yeah.
hotel. Yep.
So we're driving all over, and you know, what's the first thing that you're supposed to do when you drink? Drive, right? We were driving. I think Steve was driving, and I'm out the window
Oh,
puking, and all of a sudden we see the siren. So Steve gets arrested. I feel terrible. I hid the key in my sock, and they're like, "Where's the keys to the car?" I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, we better not see you drive that car." And mind you, miles from anything in the dark. There's cows next to me, you know, in the pasture. And Steve's going to jail. And I'm like, oh my God. And we had no money. I think we had spent all our money. So I
yeah.
waited a good hour, man, in the dark. And I jumped in the car and chanced it and drove it back to the hotel. So Steve can't get out of jail. I can't get him out of jail. He has to call his father. He has to drive up north, which is what, 3.5 hours? And he brought his grandfather with him. And they were both just getting madder and madder and madder as they drove up there. Long story short is they got him out of jail and left me up there to find my way
Yeah.
home.
They left Dave there. They blamed it all on Dave.
Yeah, they blamed me and then they said,
And
good
then
luck
Dave's like,
finding a way
well,
home.
literally, Dave's like, well, I have to go back to Metro Detroit too. And they're like, good luck. You just gonna leave them? And
Find a way, big boy. You found a way to get my son arrested.
I made those decisions. It was not Dave's
But,
fault.
Maybe you should have told him Dave's not here, man.
dude, I wasn't there, man.
And I remember it was a 1983 Escort,
Escort, yeah, Escort. It was gray, wasn't it?
gray with like a red stripe on it.
Should I finish it?
Oh yeah, go for it.
He got this girl or something that I was seeing to drive all the way up there and pick me up.
I don't remember her name.
Dawn.
Dawn, yeah. And then that car, she had like Illumina,
Yeah,
something.
and so they found enough money to get up there and get me and bring me home. That's the
What you got
story
on?
of two idiots.
How the weekend started though is because Dave was up there working and it was like Friday or something, and I just got off work, so I cruised up into Detroit where I'd always go, and you'd always find somebody to buy you like a couple 40s. So I go up with like $10 and be like, hey, give me 2 40s, man. You can keep the change. And they're like, yeah, cool. And then I'm drinking a Colt 45 on the way up. Like before, I was even at 96 and 275. So I was like barely out of Wayne County. And I'm already drinking a 40 while I'm driving, not even trying to hide it. That's how stupid I was back then. I was already drunk by the time I got there.
And just to let you all know, we left about 40% of that out that we cannot say.
Well, and then it wasn't worth a damn. You shouldn't have told that part, Dave. Damn. Leaving out the best part of the story. What good does it do to tell the story?